Hello and good morning. This is Lindsay of Lindsay Lou Rogers here for 10:30 Latin Dance Yoga on Wednesday for Kingfisher Yoga. I actually had this all set up outside and there were a few sprinkles out there, so we're inside today, which is just fine. If it's not raining at your house, go ahead and set your mat up outside if you're able. It's really beautiful and there's some birds chirping out there. So we have been doing quite a variety of dances. Today we're going to be doing the dance of Bachata, which is from the Dominican Republic. And if you've been to my class before, you'll remember that is the step together, step touch. Again, step together, step touch. I'll be doing this again for everyone this evening, actually at 6 p.m. Central, with connection to Edgewood College for the Latinx Student Organization. And if you're a professor or a student or involved with the university in any way, please join us. The idea there is this great collaboration of families and students and honoring all those people that are at home now that would be at university, and just that time to connect with those people. So if you think of this idea of this oneness that happens when you do go to a university, or maybe you're going to a university coming up, there's probably this, and I would probably want to touch base with college students on this. There's probably this feeling of loss going on with them because they had this connection and all of these things and these people that were so important to them. One moment. And they had that connection at home as well, but they're probably just longing for those friendships and relationships of people that they met during that time. So anything that we can do, hi Delane, how are you? Anything that we can do to connect all those people is just a wonderful, beautiful thing. So if you can participate in that as well, that one will also be Bachata, so we would love to have you for that as well. And today we're going to be talking about this topic of digging in or giving up. And I was just reading the meditation right now, and it had to do with this idea of changing your perspective. Yesterday's concept had to do with this harbor idea of the ship at harbor, ship at bay. And what came of that was this concept of what were you really created for? So when I kept having this vision of ship at harbor, ship at bay, and that just kept coming to me, I looked it up and it said something along the lines of, yeah, a ship can be at harbor, but that's not what ships are built for. And so we discussed this whole concept of what were you made for? What were you built for? And stop hiding, kind of is the idea. So that was more of this idea of like staying inside or staying in your bed or in your room and not going out into the world and sharing your gifts with this thought that your ship's already been built. You've been working on it your whole life, and now you've just added these intricate details, and so you're ready to go. You just have to set sail. And so today is this concept of what if your life turned out in a way that you had never imagined, but you never saw it until now because you were so fixated on this thing. When you realize, I'm here now. And so that's really nice that this concept came up of changing perception. So for music today, we're going to be having Harmonic Nexus from Larry Garcia to guide us into the initial relaxation meditation, and probably again at the end of class. And then we'll have some Afro beats. Props to Woody Chastain for teaching me the app where we can get the Latino beats there for our Bachata class. So I'm going to turn on the music. We're going to lie on our backs and just get ourselves relaxed and present in the moment. So you can just go ahead and roll all the way onto the back and draw the knees into the chest. And place the feet on the mat. Go ahead and separate the feet hips width distance apart and let the knees fall together. Place the hands on the belly. And just begin to loosen, letting all the thoughts of the day go. Letting go of the rush of the morning, the hustle and bustle, whatever that may have been for you. And in addition to letting go of everything coming into this practice, letting go of any expectation coming out of it, and by that I mean what's going on this afternoon, any responsibilities or meetings or errands or things to clean, worries, fears about what's going on in the world right now. Just let it go and be fully at peace with this moment. And as you do that, I want you to take notice of your shoulder placement. Are your shoulders tense? And if so, go ahead and inhale the shoulders to the ears and let them roll back on down behind you. And then just lift the tailbone slightly and go ahead and release it, just bringing a little bit of length into the spine. Good. And let's go ahead and bring the feet together, hips width distance apart, and just bring that right leg up. Now I want you to think about the pressure of the right hip into the mat and simultaneously that left foot. So go ahead and lift the left toes and press them into the mat. Press into the toes and lift the heel. Again, lift the toes, press into the mat. Press into the toes and lift the heel. Place the left foot on the mat and just kind of shake it back and forth here to gain stability in that bottom leg. And if you're ready for this, go ahead and place the palms on the mat. Press into the palms and pressure into that left foot and just lift the hips up. Maybe the leg stays straight up, maybe it goes out in front of you. And hold it there. Notice the strength it takes in that left leg to come into this pose. And release all the way to the mat. Go ahead and place that right foot on the mat. Lift the left leg up. Let's go ahead and do the same thing here. Begin by taking notice of the left hip, how it feels coming into the mat. And as you do that, go ahead and lift the right toes up, place them on the mat, opening, spreading between each and every toe and every toe path, arches of the toes, lifting the heel, placing the heel back on the mat, raising the toes, stretching out between every single one, replacing the ball of the foot, and then each toe, lifting the heel, placing the heel back on the mat. And with that, go ahead and put pressure into the palms and the finger pads and that right foot, ball of foot, toes, individual toes, and heel, and press into the right leg, lifting the hips to the sky. Again, the leg can be here or it can be long in front of you, whatever feels most comfortable for your hips. If this position encourages the hips to rise, go ahead and put pressure into the shoulders, lifting, acknowledging the strength of the right leg and all the work it's doing to hold the left up. Very good. Go ahead and place the hips on the mat, bring the left foot down, and let's just tap out the toes here. And let's come to a little bridge. And so we did the each side, focusing on the hips. Let's go ahead and plant both toes on the mat, lifting the heels. Do the same thing again. Lift the toes, lift the heels. And if you need to slide those heels back slightly from where they were before, go ahead and do that so the tips of the fingers brush the heels. And as you do that, pay attention to the shoulder blades. Tuck the hips under, slowly roll up and down. Release the lower back slowly onto the mat and feel it gaining more real estate on the mat as you fully relax the lower back. And as you notice the expansion and space you're creating there, let's go ahead and rise one more time. Release down. Roll the lower back all the way down and go ahead and open the knees. Again, if you have props, blankets or pillows, blocks are great here, or just let them fall apart. Today I'm just going to let gravity take the lead here. Inhale in through the nose and exhale out through the nose. This time in through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Place the hands on the thighs or underneath the thighs. Just paying attention. Using the strength of the hands or simply the strength of the legs, bring the knees together. Place the weight into that left foot. Go ahead and cross the right leg over, so the right knee over the left knee here. And we're just going to lift the hips slightly to the left and let the knees fall all the way to the right. Extend the arms out and look to the left. So you kind of have eagle twisted legs here. When you're ready, go ahead and inhale that back to center. Release the right leg down and plant that foot firmly on the ground. Bring the left leg over the right, cross it, lift the hips slightly to the right and let everything fall to the left. Bringing the gaze to the right. Inhale everything up. Go ahead and untuck the legs. And if you'd like to rock and roll the spine, you can, or you can simply just cross the legs and come up into a seated pose. And if you'd like, you can face front. I'll face you so you can see me, and I will turn on a little of that music here for you. We're just going to do a little bit of a neck stretching exercise here. So in your seated position, hi Irene, how are you? Welcome. Go ahead and come to a cross-legged position, being gentle. We're just waking up that lower back area. Walking out the right fingertips and having the head follow. So if you'd like, you can place that left hand on the knee or in the lap. Bring that right hand in, back to center, left fingertips out, and the head follows. Be gentle here with your neck, and back to center. So this time we're actually going to bring the right arm out, but the head's going to go left, so the head opposite of the arm. And it won't be a big motion, it'll be quite still, and you'll feel that tightness maybe in the shoulder, the forearm, into the neck, if it's stiff. And then back to center. Left arm out, head to the right. And just hold, let gravity do its job here. Back to center. Again, right arm out, head to the left. Hold it there for 1 moment. When you're ready, extend the left arm out. Inhale it all the way up and just place the hand on the top of the head. You don't need to put pressure there. The hand placement will be enough to guide the head. And expand and stretch. Doesn't mean it's going to be easy. But are you going to dig in or give up when it gets hard? Extend the left hand out. Bring the right hand in. Left fingertips out. Head to the right. Inhale that right arm up and place the hand on the head. Just hold there, waiting for the neck to relax. And again, this is Harmonic Nexus. The song's called Arrival by Larry Garcia. Good. Exhale that right arm down. Bring the hands in and just drop the chin to the chest. You can place the palms on the knees here. Slowly look to the right, keeping the chin down. Take that chin in, bring it to the left. And center, bring it to the right. And those fingertips out in front of you without sacrificing the back. So let's just keep the lower back stable and the spine straight, simply walking the arms out. And as you do that, if the chin is tucked, you're going to start feeling that in the neck and shoulders, and just stay right there, very gentle with the neck area. A few more breaths here. Walk those hands back up. And if you want to switch the legs, you can do that as well, just to stimulate the opposite side of the brain. And as we do this here, we're going to keep those, the hands like we're holding a crystal ball feeling over the knees. And then just inhale the shoulders up and exhale, roll them back. Inhale the shoulders up and exhale, roll them back. Last time here, inhale up and exhale, roll them back. And in this position, we're going to begin the cat and cow spine. So we're going to play with this movement of the torso here. So from here, you can go ahead and put pressure into the palms on the knees. Morning, Carla. How are you? And as we do that, with the hands, you can place your hands here, and we're going to open the chest on an inhale. Open up. And exhale, arch the spine in a cat-like spine. Good. Inhale, open the chest. Let go. Exhale, draw back. This time, inhale, open the chest, shining the heart to the sun. And exhale, bring it all the way back. And inhale to center. So neutral spine. So from here, we're going to bring that rib cage to the right. And then we'll just go right and left here. Right and bring it to the left. So at first you might just move the shoulders or move something, but the idea would be to bring that entire rib cage over to the side without sacrificing the weight of the hip. So bring it to the right, and center, and left, and center, and right, center, left, again, right, center, left, and last time here, right, and center, and left. And so bring it back to neutral. And from neutral, we're gonna do all the motions. So bring it forward here, so that's arching the spine in that cow spine, and then bring it over to the right, cat spine back, left, again forward, opening the shoulders, right, arching the back, and to the side, and front. Last time here, right, back, left, front, and hold neutral. Now we're going to take the entire thing to the left. So opening the chest, bring it forward first, rib cage to the left, arching the spine, bring it to the right. Continue that motion. Back, side, and front, open, side, back, arch, side. Last time here, open the chest, shine the heart forward, bring the rib cage to the left, arch it like a cat, back, exhale, bring it to the right, and back to center. So same motion here, but we're gonna make it circular. So we're gonna open it up to the front, side, back, side. I'm going to the right here, so open, right, back, left, and forward, right, arch, left, and if you can, continue to not make those pauses as you go around. Last circle here, pause at the front, and then bring the whole thing to the left. So left, back, side, and front. Don't stop. Left, back, side, and front. Last time left. Arch, right, and center. To the right again. Right, back. I am not going to count this out. I just want you to think of this as like a heavy weighted ball hanging from a string that you're swirling. Maybe like a beautiful crystal. But it's continuous motion, so around, and around, and around. Last time here, and around, and back to center left. Bring it directly into that motion. Arching the back and the back. One side might be more natural than another. Maybe all of it's natural, maybe none of it is. That's okay. One more time here, left, and back to center. Last time here, open up to the front. Exhale everything down. And we're just gonna bring the arms up on an inhale. Inhale the arms up and exhale them down. We're just gonna play with the eagle arm motion as we're sitting here for a moment since we've done the legs. So on the next inhale, we're gonna bring that right arm under the left arm and go ahead and cross the forearms and bring the palms together. And let's go ahead and press the forearms forward, pressing into the hands, raising the shoulders. So at first take, this is, not gonna feel amazing. It might be very tight in the upper back. But as you raise the shoulders and press the hands together, pressing the wrists forward, you can increase the intensity of that stretch. And release everything out on an inhale, all the way up. And exhale it down. This time left arm under right, crossing the forearms, placing the palms together, and going ahead and lifting the elbows, pressing the forearms forward, and hold that, but take notice of your gaze. Just simply take notice. And release everything down on inhale. And exhale the arms down. Walk the hands over to the right, onto all fours. And we're going to play with that roundabout arch. So let's go ahead and drop the rib cage forward, opening up the chest. And exhale it into cat. And bring it down, releasing the belly into cow on inhale and exhaling into cat. And back to neutral spine. So same idea here. Drop the rib cage down, bring it to the right, and arch it up. So this one can be, playful. So go ahead and just bring some movement into the spine. Whatever that may mean for the morning. Might be the most movement your spine has had since you've gotten up today. And back to center, bring it all the way around to the left. Continuing to rotate. I'm thinking of like a barrel. Yeah, something swirling around like a coin in those little machines. Bring it all the way around. And back to center. One more cow, dropping the belly, inhaling up, and arching into cat. And let's go ahead and tuck the toes, lift the hips into downward facing dog. And you might feel this in your calves, in your hips. For me, it was a shoulder, lower back. And walk those feet out. Now let's just walk the feet all the way up to the top of the mat. And inhale, halfway lift if you'd like. Exhale everything down. And just go ahead and roll up. I'm just going to take this off so you can see better with my arms. So let's do the same thing here. Let's inhale those arms up. Exhale them down. Rolling the shoulders back. Opening the chest. And releasing. So let's just bring that right arm under the left for the eagle arms here. And pay attention to the gaze. Just the upper body. We're not really doing anything with the lower body yet. Trying to bring the gaze with one eye on either side of the wrist of the forearms. That'll challenge your brain right there. Release it out. Exhale the arms down, opposite arm, so right arm underneath, cross the forearms, raise the elbows, bring the palms forward, and pay attention to the gaze. Great, now that your brain's all set, inhale the arms up, exhale, forward fold, step or jump into chaturanga, lift into upward facing dog, and exhale, down dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up to the sky, look between the hands, place the foot between the hands, and lift the right arm for a twist. And bring that palm back down. Step the left foot to meet the right. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Roll all the way up. Inhale, the arms up, shining the heart to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Step or jump back into your chaturanga. Rolling the chest up into upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. On the inhale, step the left foot between to meet the hands. And inhale the left arm up, look up. And replace the left hand down. Step the right foot up to meet the left. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Roll everything up. Continue the breath here. Inhale, up. Exhale, forward fold. Step or jump into plank. Bring it down into chaturanga, into up dog. Exhale, down dog and hold. And stay here for a moment. Inhaling and exhaling. And last inhale, let it all out, and let's lift the heels, bringing the knees to the mat, tucking the toes, untucking the toes, bringing the hips to the heels, and extending the arms out in front of you for extended child's pose. In this pose, if you would like, you can go ahead and place the hands at the lower back. Again, remembering the beginning of class when we released the lower back. And then also acknowledging how very open your spine already is and how different that little mini flow felt like by warming up the spine in advance in a different type of way than you might be used to. Good. Go ahead and press into the hands, come up into a seated pose here, and if you would like, you can go ahead and tuck the toes or leave them untucked and just place the left hand at the heel and raise the hips up. Good. And exhale it down. Bring the right hand to the heel and lift the left hand up, lifting the hips up into camel. And bring it back down. And this time, let's just lift the hips up and then roll the left shoulder back, placing the hand at the lower back, rolling the right shoulder back and doing the same. Here I want you to consider a string holding onto those elbows and drawing them in. And as you do that, draw the elbows in, press the hands into the lower back, and use that energy to open the chest. Yes. And either hold it here or reach down for the ankles. And release. Release the hands. Again, rolling the left shoulder back, placing the hand at the lower back. Right shoulder, place the hands. Press the hips forward. Inhale the chest up. And if you'd like to reach the hands down and find the feet, you are welcome to. Very good. Bring the hands back up to the lower back and bring everything back down and hold here for just a moment. Inhale, go ahead and walk the hands out, tuck the toes, lift the hips into a downward facing dog. And then extend out of the hips, and the upper body creates length from there. Come into a twist. And if you're really feeling good about the twist in the torso, you can go ahead and open that up. If you want to come into a bind, you're welcome to do that. Bringing the gaze up to the sky. Again, lifting through the hips, creating that strength to hold you together. And bring the hands back into prayer. Place the hands on the mat. Step the right foot back to meet the left. And go ahead and do your flow. Inhale up. Exhale. Bring the hips back. Step the left foot through to meet the right. Inhale the arms up into high lunge. And place the hands in prayer or leave them up, but the notion here is going to be paying attention to the lower half of the body. So instead of letting everything fall into this pose, which is what I used to do, let's bring some stability into those feet. So at the beginning of class, we lifted the toes, place the feet down, bring that strength from the base of the pose up, and from there, lift up, engage the abdominals, draw the inner thighs together, bring the hands up into your high lunge, or again into prayer. Whatever feels better on this torso area. And from here, with that strength and stability in the lower body, extend the torso up and out with length, and then bring the hands into prayer and twist to the left. Pressing into that right elbow. I like to play with my gaze here a little bit because it can be a challenge. Looking straight out or up, bringing the arms open to fly, and if you'd like to come into that bind. Go ahead, not quite there. And then bring the hands back into prayer and place the hands on the mat. Bring the left foot back to meet the right. Bend the elbows down. Inhale up to cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. From here, go ahead and bend the knees, step or jump to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. And roll up. Rolling the shoulders. So we're gonna sit into our chair here for a moment. So come to the top of your mat. I'm just gonna face you. Inhale the arms all the way up. And you can exhale the arms down if you'd like and come into prayer or just leave those arms up. Let's go ahead and drop the seat into chair. I like to play with the weight here a little bit, but as you're here, go ahead and lift those toes or place them back on the mat. Again, creating stability in the feet for a good grounded pose. And now I want you to bring the attention to the inner thighs. Have that ceiling in motion, that idea of creating stability and then just gluing those legs together. And as you do that, from the ankles and the shins, the knees, the inner thighs, all the way up to the torso, let that bring you that stability, which gives you the length in the upper body. So go ahead and hold that there for one more moment and release. Go ahead and shake out the hands and the feet. And then we're gonna bring all the weight into that left side body. So go ahead and really lift those left toes, bring all the weight into the left side. Get really comfortable there. Good. And then place the right foot down. Inhale the arms up. Go ahead and sink the hips into the chair. And then again, we just did it. So bring that all the way into that left side body. And we're just gonna lift the right foot off the ground. Woohoo! Standing on one foot. And bring it back down. Again, lift it up. And bring it back down. Exhale everything out. Inhale, drop the hips into your chair. You already have that stable motion, lifting the toes, replacing the heels, drawing the inner thighs in, and letting everything shoot up from there like a beautiful flower. And here, bring all the weight into the right side body. Lift that left foot up, and just bring it back down. Again, bring it up, bring it down. Notice what loosens here. For me, it was my whole abdominal area just went, so I'm gonna take note of that. And as I draw my knee up, I'm gonna draw my abdominals in. And bring it down and release. Okay, remembering that stability we created, let's go ahead and do something else with the legs. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, drop the seat. Bring all the way into the left side body, lifting that right knee up. Go ahead and cross the right knee over the left. And if you're there, you're there. And stay. If you can tuck that foot behind the calf, go ahead and do that as well. And then again, take notice of the torso. For me, same thing, I went like this. So draw it in, exhale, and bring the arms up. And release the foot, bring it all the way back down, exhale it out. Come right into the other side. Inhale the arms up, drop the hips down, bring all the way into the right side body, lifting the left knee off the mat, crossing it over the right. Draw the belly in or you lose your balance. Tuck the foot all the way around the shin and create that stability. Draw the abdominals in. Be proud of what you have here. Present yourself to the world. And release the leg and exhale down. So, as you can see, we're getting into eagle legs. Let's go ahead and do that with the arms. So, inhale the arms up. Drop everything into your seat. Bring all the weight into the left side body. Lift the right foot up and go ahead and cross it over the left leg. And from here, we're going to bring the arms down and go ahead and bring the right arm under the left. And then pay attention to the order of events here. So palms together, lift the elbows, bring the forearms out and check on your gaze. Bring the eyes to either side of those wrists and hold for 2, 3, 4, you got this. Release everything out. Inhale. Exhale it down. Other side. Inhale the arms up. Drop the hips down. Bring all the weight into the right side body. Lifting those right toes. Replacing the heel. Being very strong in your base. Lifting that left foot up. Crossing the left leg over. Go ahead and tuck the toes around if you're able. Bring the arms around. Left arm under right. Bring the palms together, press into the palms to lift the elbows and bring the forearms forward and pay attention to the gaze. Focus, you can do it. If you feel like you're off balance, draw in the abdominals and bring yourself back to the present moment. You can do it, dig in. Good, a couple more breaths here. And one more, last one here. And release everything out. You did really great. I'm very proud of you. Shake it out, get a sip of water if you'd like. This will be the portion of class we'll be learning that step of Bachata. So I will step away to encourage you to get your own drink. So go do that, and I'll be right back. Okay, so maybe you broke a mini sweat. Maybe you didn't. Hopefully you did. So that basic step of Bachata dance is going to be that step together, step tap. And I've been working on this way that a student had an idea where we could pretend like we're dancing together through the screen. So I'm actually going to be going to my right, which I think is opposite for you. So I'll cue it out with the same foot because I think this flips the screen around. So we're going to go, so we should be moving together. If we're not, we'll go opposite. So let's bring the right foot. We're going to bring the right foot out to the right side and go step, together, step, tap. And left foot again, left, together, and left, tap. And right, together, right, tap, and left, together, left, and tap. Speed it up. 2, 3, and tap, and left, 2, 3, and tap. 2 more. 2, 3, and tap, and left, 2, 3, and tap. Last 1, 2, 3, and tap, and left, right, left, together, and hold. So same motion here. I'm going to go backwards. You can go forward. So I'm going to step back on my right, and that should be forward on your left for you. But we're going to step back, together, back, and tap, and front, together, front, and tap. Again, back, together, back, and tap, and front, together, front, and tap. Back, together, back, and tap, front, together, front, and tap. And the reason I'm doing the hands here is that if we were in open position, our hands would be open like this, with one person's hands open and the other person placing their hands in the other's palm. So we haven't done much partner dancing, but this is the beginning of that. So I'm just going to take that basic step we just did, that step together, step and tap, and we're going to kind of make it a little bouncy and fun. Some people like to imagine there's a plate on their head and bring it low, so you could bring it step together, step and up, down, down, down and up, and down, down, down and up. Last time, 2, 3 and up. So that's an option. And then another fun little option if you want to get fancy with your footwork is when you're taking that tap, you can cross the foot over. So if I stepped back, and you can do this with me, so right foot back, so right, together, right, and we usually tap here, you could cross it over and then bring that same foot forward. So left, together, left, and we usually bring it here, you could cross it behind. So let's try that again. So back, together, back and cross, and front, together, front, and cross behind. Left, 2, 3, cross front, and right, 2, 3, cross back, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 7, again, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. And here you could do the same thing. So imagine the plate on your head, drop the knees down, and we can go ahead and do the 1, 2, 3, raise up, and down, 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 lift up. So again, that's the 1, 2, 3 is down, and up on the 4 and the 8. So that little mini thing would look like step together, step and tap, and step, step, step and tap, and back and forth would be down, 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 cross up, and front, 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 cross up. So I'm going to try that with a little beat. I know that was maybe a little bit of info, but we're going to try to get right into a little mini routine here with it, which I think will be quite fun for you because you do have the music. So let's try it and see how it feels for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7. Here we go. And step, 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 and tap, and step, tap. Keep it side. 2, 3, and tap, and 5, 6, together, tap. And tap and step. Keep going, tap, tap. Together. Last one here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7 to the front. I'll go back. 2, 3, tap. We're following each other. Cross if you want. 1, 2, 3, and tap. And 5, 6, 7, 8, or basic. 2, 3, tap together. 2, 3, and tap, tap. Keep going. 1, 2, 3, tap, and 5, 6, 7. Hold it there. We're going to speed that up. 5, 6, 7, side to side. Tap and step, step, step. And I won't call it right and left. Just mirror me if you want. We pretend we're dancing together. 2, 3, and tap, and 5. Keep going. Down, 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 and up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Keep going. 2 more to the side. Last one here, and then we go front and back. I go back. Front. You might come front. Push it back. Towards me. Behind. Good. Forward. And back. If you're mirroring me, that's how it goes. If you're doing the same as me, back, 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 cross, front, and front, 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 cross, back, 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 cross, front, and front, cross, back, and back, 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 cross, front, and front. Good. Hold. Okay, so we're gonna do that, and we can either take a turn or take it faster. So I'll just teach a basic turn. We might not add it into the routine because I just want to get your legs moving and your heart rate up. So a turn would look like this. So if we're using the right foot, and mirror me again if you'd like, the right turn would go right, left, right, and tap, half basic, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and tap, and 5, 6, 7, 8. So what that idea is, you're doing a full turn on the first 4 counts. So again, you're just doing a half turn on 1 and 2, 3, you're all the way around, and 4. Take the half basic. Let's do that 2 more times just for fun. So 1, 2, 3, and tap, and 5, 6, 7 last time, and 1, 2, 3, and tap, and 5, 6, 7. Hold it there. This time we're going to take the half basic to the right for me. If it's left for you, go ahead and do that. So step together, step and touch. It begins with the half basic and ends with the turn. Left for me here, left, right, left, and tap, and step, together, step, touch, and turn, 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 again, and step, 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 and touch, and left, and hold. So we're just going to do the side to side, front and back, faster. 5, 6, 7, side to side, 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 and tap, and side. Make your step smaller, and tap, and step. Step. Good, and boom, boom, boom. Keep it low, boom. All the way down the whole time, and side, 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 and tap, baby steps. Good, and I'll count you out. 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7. Keep it low, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Your legs might begin to hurt. And 1, 2, 3, tap, and 5, 6. Last time here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to the back and back. And front. 1, 2, 3, and tap. Keep it low the whole time. Good. Mini steps. Mini, mini, mini step. Mini, mini, mini step. Mini, mini, mini tap. And boom, boom, boom. Last one here. 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7. Hold it center. Don't move. Tap and super baby steps. And tap and step, 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 and tap and step. One more here, and side to side. Here we go, and 1, 2, 3. Bring it up, down, 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 and up, down, down, down. Lift up and down. Last time. down and up. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Up and down. Again, down, 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 and up. Last one. And down, 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 and cross. Cross front, cross back. And if that's too much, just choose a cross or lift. Down. There's always options. If you want to bring your hands out, you can. Keep going. 5, 6, 7, 8. Last time. And to the side. Here we go. And step, step, step. And tap. Down. Down, lift, up, down. And up and down. Keep it going. 2, 2, 2. Bum. And think about the abdominals here and all that work we did with the rib cage. How much your ribs are going to feel amazing later or be sore. It'll be great. Step, 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 and tap, and step. Keep going here. Front and back. Last time. 5, 6, 7. Here we go, and step. Tap forward. If you're mirroring, you'll be opposite. We'll be dancing together. And if you're doing that as a lead, you put a little pressure into the hands to guide the follow to step backwards. It's all about the frame. Good, and release a little too the other way. Keep it going. Add your cross if you want, and step. Cross and back. Cross and front. Cross and back. Beautiful thing about this song is it never ends. Okay, almost done. Bring it to the center step in place, and I'll bring that beat down. Just step in place. Inhale the arms up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Good. And exhale down. Last time in. Exhale down. Step the feet apart. Bring the feet parallel. Arms straight out and to the right. And to the left. And bring the whole torso forward for wide leg forward fold. Placing just the right hand on the floor. Lifting up, looking at the left hand. And if you'd like to bring that to the left ankle, go ahead and press in and lift up to bring a deeper stretch and inner thigh stretch here as well. And release, bring that left foot down to the mat, left palm. And go ahead and press up through that to give you length into the right hand. And again, option here to grab that right ankle, press into that to give yourself length in the wide leg forward fold twist. Oh, fantastic. And release, go ahead, slowly walk those feet all the way together and roll everything up. Very, very good. And we're just gonna do a little triangle pose here. So let's just bring the right foot forward and let's have heel to arch alignment here. Just a wide stance, not necessarily as wide as other positions. And straighten the front leg and tilt those hips back, extending the arms out, and then tilt the torso up. Lifting again, similar to the wide leg forward fold, through the top hand, and then just noticing what you feel in the stability of the feet and in the inner thigh. Good. And bring it back up. Let's go ahead and reverse that back into reverse triangle and bring it center. And from here, just go ahead and rotate the feet around. And tilt that back hip up, extend the arms forward, tilt everything to the side, and reach the right arm up, reaching for something you really want. Maybe it's the sun. I don't know what else you want right now, but whatever that may be. And as you do that, feel the lift in that lower back, like we did at the beginning of class, that loosening in the sacrum. Good, and again, how you're engaging and how strong you are in the torso and the abdominals. Inhale, bring it back up, and go ahead and walk the feet together. Step the feet together here, And let's inhale everything up at the top of the mat. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, place the hands at the mat. And let's go ahead and drop the knees down. Inhale the right arm up. And let's just thread the needle here to give our back some amazing relief. And here there are a few modifications that are available. You can walk that left arm out, extending here. You could also bring the left leg out, maybe lift it up, engage in the abdominals, being strong through the inner thighs to hold everything together. And bring it all the way back down. Bring the left arm in, place pressure on that left hand. Inhale, bring that right arm up, and let's come right into the other side after we just rock back and forth into extended child's pose in the table. Just centering ourselves here. And inhale back to table. Place all the weight in that right palm. Imagining that palm very similar to that foot, lifting the finger pads like we did the toes. And then inhaling the left arm up on an inhale, tucking everything under, threading the needle on the right. And again, option here to extend the right arm out. And bring the right leg as well. It's easier than you think. It's actually kind of fun. And bring it back down. And bring the right arm in. Inhale everything up. And let's place the hands here. We're going to extend the hands forward and bring the forearms down. And extend the legs back, dropping the hips to the mat, coming into Sphinx pose here. Opening the chest, rolling it up. Good. Release the head down. And imagine all that work we did to draw the legs together. Let's go ahead and draw the legs together. Roll the shoulders back. And if you want to get right into it and clasp the hands, go ahead. And then lift the legs and the torso. This should feel amazing. Very good. And release everything to the mat. And let's go ahead and press into the hands and knees and rotate onto our backs. From here, just roll everything down. Come into a long spine. Big inhale over the head, extending energy out the toes. And just cross the right ankle over the left and grab the right ankle with the right wrist with the left hand and pull the right arm up and bring it over to the left for a right side body stretch for Banana Asana. Good. Inhale, release. Other side, crossing that left ankle over the right. Grabbing the left wrist with the right hand, pulling up and extending over to the right. On the other side. Good. And go ahead and release here. And we're going to draw the knees into the chest for a great big hug. And just bring the bottoms of the feet to the palms for happy baby. Rolling the spine all the way down to the mat. Good, and from here, go ahead and release the legs. One last time, if you would like, into Supine Konasana, butterfly pose, if that feels good. If you would like, you can draw the knees in, separate the feet, hips width distance apart. And if you'd like to come into a couple little bridges here, go ahead and bring the heels to the fingertips and roll up into a bridge. Or just play with the spine here with that same idea of the pose, but just rolling back and forth. If that feels good on your spine. If it does not, honor that and go ahead and hug the knees in And then just bring the feet hip width distance, mat width distance, and then draw those knees in again. So beginning like we began, and then feeling how much real estate that lower back takes up on the mat, realizing it has expanded, it has fully arrived, and that should feel good. And with that focus, I want you to bring your attention to your third eye, which sits in the middle of the forehead. The area for insight and intuition, connection with the divine. And imagine it like a big open channel, sending and receiving, mostly receiving information, but being connected with a higher power, knowing that you can evolve and change, or just recognize where you are and be open to more. Inhale into the belly and release. Be very gentle with that lower back. Go ahead and walk the feet in, hips width distance apart, and extend them out. If there's any other motions your body's asking for, such as drawing one of the knees in or both for a great big hug, go ahead and do that. But if you're needing a moment of stillness, just honor that right now. And I'd like you to feel the heels on the mat, feel the hips on the mat, the lower back, the upper back, shoulder blades, and the back of the head. And again, you have a choice of where you'd like to place the hands. You can bring them out, palms up, letting the feet fall apart. Or if you'd rather have those hands on the chest and the belly, that feels good too. If you want to grab a blanket, go ahead. Put on your socks, grab a sweatshirt. And just be kind to yourself here as we relax into our final resting pose. I'm just going to add in that music we began with. Just enjoy this moment. As you lie here, I'm going to read to you just a little bit of what I wrote here. So it says, what if? What if it didn't have to be this way? What if your life turned out different? What if your entire life you had pictured it to be this certain way and then it didn't turn out as planned? Would you walk away from the life you've been given? Or would you decide to live it? Would you shrug your shoulders and give up? Or would you dig in? Dig in or give up? That is the question. It's up to you. Will you dig in or give up? And you did a great job digging in during your practice today. So at least you know what that feels like on the safety of your mat. Taking it off and into your life is just the next step. So as you honor yourself, if you need more time in this pose, go ahead and take it. That's what I'm feeling today, but I want to honor our time as well. It is 11:30. You did a great job in class today. If you want to end with me lying on your back, you can, or if you feel more comfortable coming up into a seated pose, go ahead and do that. Honoring what you need today. And digging in. So wherever you are, just stay there and be there. And you can just energetically share our closing words together as we bow our heads together, placing the palms together. celebrating, honoring, loving, respecting, and cultivating the light in each and every one of all of us. And with that, let's go ahead and bow our heads together, ending class by saying namaste. And I thank you all for being here. Thank you so much for honoring yourselves. If you're still lying down, just continue to do that. Have a wonderful day.